Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Who Invited Her. Look at already tech stuff. Who Invited Her? We are San Diego's longest running LGBTQ pop culture podcast. I am your host, Tony, and I'm here with my other host,
Brynne. I'm here. I'm Brynne.
Yes, and we have a very special guest today, which we're going to get to very soon, but I'm excited to talk to him. But before we get to that, we're going to take care of some homework or some
housekeeping.
There you go. Don't forget, we're doing a live event March 11th at AWOL for She Entertainment.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. These girls are going to... Let me tell you, we said it last time. I went to their Pride event last year.
Yeah.
Gina and Kim got me really drunk. So it is. These girls know how to party.
I made a commitment to be sober, and Gina on our live was like, "No,
you're gonna be the tequila shot girl." So you guys go to She Entertainment on Instagram. You can hit the link on there to buy tickets. You can also go to our website, whoinvitedher.net. We have a link there to buy tickets. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do a live show there. Who God knows what we're going to do.
I'm going to do a little bit of stand-up during the live show.
Yeah,
so
she's going to tell a couple of her jokes. We'll see how that goes. But you guys, I am very excited to welcome our very special guests today. They're a San Diego based. They own a San Diego based company that is body inclusive apparel line, Dapper Boi. I'm very excited to talk to them. Dapper Boi is a celebrated clothing business that went from a crowd-funded passion project to a 7-figure company in 5 years.
Amazing.
And it's not just LGBTQ owned, but it's women LGBTQ owned. And their moms have a set of twins.
Everything, yeah.
I know. We got a lot to unpack with these two. But we want to welcome Vicky and...
Charisse.
Yeah. And then I am not even going to try to butcher the last name.
Pasha.
There you go.
Pasha.
Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Like Vicky and Charisse, Pasha.
Yes.
Look, our studio audience. They love you.
Awesome.
Even the kids love you. Even the kids love you.
We're going to talk about stuff, and we want to tell you there's no kids.
There's no kids in the audience. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, so this is, wait, first of all, have you guys done a podcast before?
No. I have done one.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Yes.
So, Charisse, we're popping your podcast, Cherry.
Hey.
It's a big day.
Yes. And she didn't even have any wine or anything.
No.
Coming in cold.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, okay. So I want to start with first. Are you guys from San Diego? Where are you from originally?
So I'm from upstate New York.
Oh,
I've been
East
here
Coast.
since 2005.
Okay. What made you move to San Diego?
I was too scared. So I'm from upstate. So it's a different state, pretty much from the city.
Yeah.
And so I was way too scared to go
there.
to the city. I didn't want to stay in upstate New York. I had family in San Diego. It's a place I visited frequently, and I thought it was just going to be a summer job, and I never left.
No one leaves San Diego.
Right,
it's
amazing.
amazing.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Or if you
cities.
leave,
Yeah.
you come back.
Yeah.
What about you, Charisse?
So I was born in the Philippines. Hello.
There you go. There she is.
I was born in the Philippines.
Oh,
Came
really?
here when I was 1.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
To San Diego?
To San Diego.
So you're kind of a native.
Yeah.
You're a native.
Shout out to Chula Vista.
Wait, where did you go to high school? I'm curious.
East Lake.
Oh, I knew a lot of people that went to East Lake.
Yeah.
I went to Hilltop High down there. Yeah, and then I went to Grossmont House in La Mesa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I remember when this is how old I am, everybody. I remember when East Lake was first built.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You describe
I
that
was a
too. You see like the
freshman,
cows and
and
stuff.
I could see freshmen on Telegraph Canyon.
Yeah.
cool.
Do you remember when passed? We're getting very local, everybody, if you're listening, because I hardly ever get to talk to somebody who's like kind of born and raised
Yeah.
here. Do you remember going down the 805 and Otay was like empty land, and now it is so overdeveloped. Like there is a whole shopping center out there. Like
you sound like
crazy.
such an
It's
old man
crazy.
right
I
now.
know.
They've got a shopping
Incredible
center.
Target.
You know what? I am done with you today, Brett. Work on my last nerve, my last good one.
I love Eastlake. I think it's like really up and coming.
Yeah.
I love the new developments.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh
It's
yeah,
exciting.
for sure. So now, where do you guys live now in San Diego?
Chula
Chula
Vista.
Vista.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay,
On the
what
east side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
part of
true.
Chula Vista?
The Eastlake
The
area.
East-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get like
No,
you
we're
stayed.
suburban moms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait,
love that.
You guys, how old are your daughters?
5.
They just turned
Just
5
turned
February 7th.
5.
Twins?
So
Yep,
sweet.
twin
girls.
5-year-olds.
And get this. Okay, so their names are Reese and Tori.
Oh,
When we were
love
planning girls, when we were planning our kids, I was like, listen, can we do Charisse Jr.? And Vicky's like, no. I'm like, listen, it's a thing, female empowerment, whatever.
You,
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
who is it? George Foreman can name all of his
them.
Yeah.
kids George.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can
Right.
do
That's right.
whatever you want.
Whatever
So
you want.
She would have done that.
But
Yeah.
we did shorten. So Charisse,
I like
Reese,
that.
Yeah.
Victoria, Tori.
Tori. I love that.
Tori
I mean,
Reese.
That Tori. Okay, now
Yeah.
I get it.
coming from a person who gave her daughter a name that rhymes with her own, when I'm like, hey, we're Brynne and Flynn.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
not
I
going
love
to.
it.
So
You're
funny.
on another
So
level
cute.
today, Brad.
do
Okay,
this.
so you guys. Okay, I want to know how Dapper Boi started.
Yeah.
Who came up with the idea? Was it a collaboration between the two of you, or how did this start?
I mean, it goes so deep. You know, I think like the shortest version, though, it was definitely me. And at that point in my life, and we can dive into that, but like I was kind of becoming more comfortable in like masculine men's department clothing. And at that point, I worked at a casino and I was like, had to wear suits every day.
Oh,
I was
no,
like,
that is my
fucking
nightmare.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
fucking love that. I love this.
No,
I love it.
suits are like, I grew up very religious, Jehovah's Witness, so we had to dress
Wow.
like for church in suits like 4 times a week. I hated it. Once I left the religion because it's a cult, I was like, I'm never wearing a suit again unless I have to.
Yeah.
So I understand.
yeah, I didn't have to. It was just like at
But
that
you felt
level, I was a
comfortable and you
manager
wa-
and like,
yeah. Yeah.
But the suits in the men's department never fit my body.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ever. It would be like a giant football player. You know, my shoulders out to here. It was just ridiculous. I could never actually button it.
Yeah.
The pants were unflattering, like the works. And so, yeah, actually, it started with suits, believe it or not. And our original logo has a bow tie in it. This is a story probably not many people know, and it's because the whole idea was to start a suit brand. But what happened is that there were other like brands, lesbian brands, starting at that time with suits
Got it.
on Kickstarter, just like we did. And then I was just like, no, I don't think it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And so I went back to my original, like when I first started shopping in the men's department, I tried on jeans for the first time. And I remember that feeling. It was at Old Navy in particular. It was like super exciting to try on the jeans. They never actually fit me, and I didn't realize that till later. But it was like, boom, that's me. This is me. I'm okay with shopping in the men's department because now
Yeah.
I'm becoming into myself here. But yeah, so we went back to that jeans, and that's how we started. We launched our
Jeans.
brand with jeans on Kickstarter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best ideas, the ones that you can cultivate the most, are like start simple and start with something that you want. Start that's something that people need, and so it's very cool that
Yeah.
you like were able to. Jeez,
Of course.
Louise, that you were able to hone in on
later.
that and build it up from that. So when you knew you wanted to do it, like
Yeah.
how did you start? What was the functionality?
Yeah, it was really hard to start because we didn't have a fashion background at all. And we had to figure out how to find manufacturers. And it's not like, you can just find them easily. It's not an easy even Google search.
Yeah.
And so, I was just reaching out to anybody I could and mostly getting hang-ups or like, you don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I had this idea of like truly making this hybrid product of men's and women's jeans until one manufacturer reached out and was like, I think you're onto something. We'd love to work with you. I'm going to hook you up with my pattern maker and let's get going on the design. It took 6 months to design this first pair of jeans. And I remember Charisse and I going into department stores and trying on like our favorite men's jeans, favorite women's jeans, and really coming up with this hybrid, taking notes all over. Like, do you have pockets today?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you do.
Yeah.
So you can show here already like women's jeans, like pockets don't exist.
They're not for any. It's like here's for a lipstick, and it's like
exactly
yes,
and it's probably thought through in that tone.
It is exactly in that tone
by a room of men, probably.
Well, these little ladies just need a
their
lipstick, and their husbands will be carrying their keys for them, and they'll have a big old purse for the rest.
Exactly.
They're from the South now.
No, totally. It's like ridiculous that it's like revolutionary to have functional pockets.
That's wild.
Yeah, so like those little things, or like men's jeans at that point. I mean, there's stretch a lot more in men's products now, but like at that point, there really wasn't. And so like involving like the stretch and the feel from women's jeans, but more of like the structure, the look, the aesthetic from men's products is where we had started anyway. And yeah.
Where did the name come from? How did you pick the name?
Do you remember? I mean, like, because it was originally suits, I was thinking dapper in that way. Yeah. But even changing over into this like everyday thing, dapper still applies. And it's because dapper, that word is confidence to me. And so like confidence and even your everyday wear, that you can take a hooded sweatshirt and dress it up and look like and feel like yourself. Like that's where it comes from. And then the boy is really just a play on like it could be for a man or a woman, and we just don't know.
Spelled
and
with
that's
an I.
fine. Exactly. BOI. Yeah. Yeah.
It is so wild to think that something like jeans could be so gendered and it's so entrenched that you were getting hang-ups and people like weren't understanding. You're like, what if we made jeans a completely non-gendered, a garment? And it was like, that's so cool that, and then you had to do that research to try and marry the two.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy process. And in the background, to be honest, we were also developing another product that I had such a hard time with. Button-up shirts.
Oh,
always.
Yes.
So for me, button-up shirts, like I was wearing the men's, and they have no room for hips or curves at all.
This is my I have
terrible.
had my entire adult life.
Too short for me, and then I have to buy extra large, and then they're too baggy, and then I got to take them in on the side.
Yeah,
because if I get a large, sometimes it's just like too short, and I'm like, no, and I don't want to go to a big and tall store because they have no fashion.
Exactly. Okay, I mean, perfect. So like another part of Dapper Boi, which is so huge, is because I'm a plus size person. So like, if I were to go to a department store, a mainstream one, I'm at the top of the sizes there, but those still don't fit me right. So I go to a plus size store, and it's a terrible experience because I mean, it's like pleated pants and like terrible fitting, and I'm the smallest size.
In the store, you're like, God, why do I have to go to the fat store? Why can't you just keep
It is a total mental thing.
It is.
Like it sucks.
Oh God, that's why I refuse. I will not. I will squeeze into it, even if I look like a stuffed sausage. I don't care.
Wow, 100%. I'm with you. I was there. But yeah, I'm in the smallest size there, but that's like down to my knees and still like ridiculous. So it's like I really never fit in anywhere, and I would just walk around like stuffed sausage, or I would wear my button up to like right here, and then I would leave it out like it was a style.
That's what I would have to do. Well, just because
like, this is cool.
I have bigger hips.
You're speaking my language.
And so the way that it's like, so I would just button it up to like right under, like the third button, and then put it out like that. That's what I was aiming for.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're like, I'm making this shirt happen.
I did a couple of stand-ups because I normally will wear button-up shirts for stand-up because it's comfortable and you can move around. And like I got called Skater Boy a lot. They're like, hey, Skater Boy, did you ollie over here?
Wow.
And it's like, just because I love button-up shirts, but like, and even down to the way the buttons are on different sides.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Why?
Right. Yeah. And then there's the sizing differences and like vanity sizing and like all the things. And then with button ups too, like what's something that we added is, these hidden snaps that go behind the chest pocket.
I love that.
Because there's a thing called chest gap, and it's for men and women. And you see that bubble here, and you can see right into your chest. And so that's something we wanted to fix
with a bigger
too.
chest, I run into it a lot.
Yeah, it's not
like
just a woman thing.
And I'm like,
Yep, just like that. Yeah.
So it is not just the woman thing. I will be the person to say
Thank you. Yeah.
It's like the cleavage is for later.
Yeah. You can't give it all away. You gotta save it for later.
It's a build-up.
Well, it's like, I don't know. You want to be able to wear a button-up shirt without wearing like a binder, like.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, Charisse, you were really into fashion too, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm super into fashion. Well, to rewind, I will say that when we first started dating, it was like, Oh, I love her so much. The style.
Yeah.
No, we gotta help.
Wow.
We talked about it wasn't the style,
Yeah.
it was the fit.
Right.
Like,
It
really
was
bad.
the fit.
Yeah.
It's because
Really
like
bad.
the jeans just actually made her look bigger, and the shirts made her look sloppier, and it was not what she was going for. And so
Yeah.
I went shopping for her, and I was like, I got this, and I was like, I would bring home a bunch of stuff, but it didn't work. And then when she actually on our honeymoon told me about Dabber Boi and this idea that she had. So it's like crazy. We started our marriage with Dabber Boi, and like she had a very established position in casino marketing, and we were just gonna like stop everything, you know, starting marriage and like starting this whole new journey together. And I'm so glad that we did. And then as far as Dabber Boi with the jeans, when we would go, they didn't have her size, so I was the original Dapper Boi model because
She was the
I
fit model. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
Really?
I would wear the men's jeans, and I would tell her, this is what I love about the women's jeans. And so I was so big on like, this is what we need as far as comfort. And then like, let's add some style points, and what are your pain points, and what would you like to see? So it totally was a collaboration. Yeah.
Wow. That I love that. So, and you guys, how long have you been married?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Put them on the
So it's
spot like that.
August 31st, 2014.
Yeah.
14.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but we've been together since 2012 now. So, yeah.
Okay.
Just going on 11 years almost together.
Wow, that's like in gay years, that's like 50.
lot.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we're those old ladies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
whatever. I don't even want to hear it. So, for people who are like not familiar with Dapper Boi, what would be the mission statement for the company? Like, what do you want people to remember Dapper Boys as, or like your mission statement?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a work in progress right
Yeah.
now, but like the essence of Dapper Boi is really like finding your authenticity through clothing. So, yeah, our whole goal is to just make people feel confident and comfortable no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is okay for each of you. What is your take on fashion? Like, what is it in your mind? Like, fashion is for me, and then fill in the blank.
For me, it's expression
Yeah.
of your authentic self.
There you go.
So fashion to me is mixing high and low and presenting like your best self. That's like my favorite thing, is to take like quality. Like, I don't think that you always have to have the most expensive pieces. And I think it's like all about expressing yourself through your clothing, which is why I support Dapper Boi so much. And I'm so passionate about our mission, especially since we hear our customers like in their coming out process, and
Yeah.
their transition. It's like our clothes are so important. They're not just clothes. It's like, man, the gender
It's an
euphoria
extension
you
of
feel.
yourself.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it's huge.
Imagine like your feeling when you tried on those men's jeans for the first time, if they had actually fit and made you feel good.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like having even a place where you can start that journey and putting clothes
Yeah.
on you that actually feel good. Because for me, with like women, like I'm so excited about your Henleys, because for me, Henleys, the way my body's built, they're so sexualized. Like if you buy the girl ones, like if you buy women's Henleys, they're so tight and they're like so fit in that I've never been comfortable in them. So it's like just being like, I can have the clothes that I like, fit me in the way that I want them to fit me without compromising. That's so important for
Yeah.
people.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's really just not about gender. This is like the big thing here. And why for us, it's actually like we're very proud to be lesbian owners, but we feel like this is just so much bigger and it's bigger than me. And I've realized this along the way. You know, we have men come to us all the time with the same exact problem, you know, and it's
Yeah.
people from all walks of life
Yeah.
with the same exact problem. This is not about gender. It's not about being a lesbian. This is about body type. It's about self-expression. It's about fitting in.
Yeah. And we see a lot of it in social media when it comes to body image.
Yeah.
Especially lately, we brought it up on the show with Sam Smith. They've been getting a lot of heat for, you know, pushing those boundaries when it comes to body image. So for like Charisse and then for like your individual journey with body image and how you see yourself in clothes fit, how is that for you individually? Like what's been the biggest struggle?
Yeah. So I think being a mom and like post-mom body is like a whole other
Oh, and that's
subject. And like
Britt's
being
like-
comfortable with yourself, you
Yeah.
know, and like how your body has changed, and embracing that has been a whole journey. Vicky and I are both on like this workout journey together and working on that. But I think, it's like crazy that like one piece of clothing, you have that one item that you're like, I put this on and I feel good in it.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to be like, to have a company where you get those stories all of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. My journey is, it's like two different things going on at the same time here. It's like before what you see today, like I had long hair. I used to shop in the women's department. I never enjoyed that process. I never knew otherwise, until start really like exploring yourself and who you are. It's kind of funny because our friend that's in the room here today, she actually is the one who had a sit down chat with me after I cut my hair, actually. And I was still wearing like kind of big hoop earrings, and I had this Coach like cross body bag. And and my hair, I didn't even know like how to go to a barber and like, what to ask for, things like that. But she's like knew where I was kind of gravitating to, but I never could say it, and so she was like, hey, Vic, like, I feel like you want to do this, and you can do that. It's like she gave me that permission,
That's
like
so rad.
socially to be able to like be myself. And so like she actually is the like this was the change in the pivot here. And the next day is literally when I tried on those jeans and I got a wallet.
You got a
I was like, I got this stupid bag. No, really. And it was like my confidence completely changed.
Because you got those pockets. You got those pockets that
Pockets.
fit a wallet.
Pockets.
I didn't need that.
I didn't need that.
And I took off those earrings. I've got studs now, but like, And then I was like, oh, I want to try going to a barber. And then like now I'm like, I have to get it cut every 1 to 2 weeks.
The hair starts
Welcome to my world.
Fresh.
First you start with like the mom cut.
Yeah.
And then
It was a major
you're like,
transition.
It's that, yes.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, like the hoops go away and then it starts, but like Vicky needed the permission. It's so
It's
cool
true.
that
And I didn't know how I needed it, but that conversation was a
Yeah.
game changer for me.
Totally.
But then the other part of this is my size. Like I was always kind of like bigger my whole life. Always an athlete, but like always bigger than my friends. And not being able to fit in mainstream, but squishing myself in.
I
you
know
like
how you
it's
feel.
it's so you feel so out of place.
Yeah.
Not only in your wrong section, but like that you don't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes within the LGBTQ plus world, body image is such a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you find, I know for me personally, like when I find a pair of jeans that just fits, I'm just like, this is all I'm gonna wear. This is
Right.
the only
Yeah,
one I'm
Like every
gonna
color. Right?
Yeah,
Right.
and it's like I wish there was just more options, and it's great to see a company like your guys's coming out and that has been here and doing very successful. That is really focused on that, making sure people feel very comfortable in the skin they're choosing to put on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's why I also think it's really important for us as a brand to be pushing boundaries, as in going mainstream, because it's important. Representation is so important.
So important.
You need to start seeing people like me shopping.
Yeah.
When I go to these like pitches, and I'm just really, it's kind of funny. 8 years in, I'm starting to be a lot more confident. Like when I have to like raise money for the business and things like that. And I'm like, how do I get through without just telling my story? And it's important because my story is obviously very important, but sometimes I feel like people just see me and they're like lesbian brand, and so like, how do you go past that? And it's like asking these questions. That's like this archaic way of society. It's like you walk into a department store. There's a men's and a women's section. And this is where you must shop based on your genitals.
Yep.
Like, isn't that crazy?
It is wild.
And so when I say that, that's all of a sudden when people are like, yeah, that's weird. That's effed up. We got to start thinking beyond this.
Beyond that, for sure. And then especially for this younger generation that's coming up, where they are so fluid, right?
Yeah.
So they want to go into a department store. They see something in the women's section that they're a male who wants to wear that, but they're like, how do I put that on my body?
How do I even grab it?
Yeah.
How do I even go? Like, that's a struggle.
Yeah.
Like, you're already a step back because you don't even have the ability to get the access because you're afraid to even walk up and go, I'm here for my girlfriend.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
Actually, an interesting story. We spoke with a gentleman, straight cis male. He was a professional hockey player.
Yeah.
He's got a big booty. And he shops in the women's department. And he has the same, I know, exactly.
sense.
This story was like, wow to me for
It's
whatever
probably
reason.
because these I have a lot of experience with boys with big booties. I would say that. They have small waists.
Yes.
So their
Kim K
jeans
body, yep.
have a gap,
gap, yeah.
because they
Yeah.
have to get the seat bigger
Yeah.
to fit their giant asses.
Right.
You know?
Their
Yeah.
normal, beautiful butts that they were born
Yes.
with.
And this guy is like, you
The
know,
bigger the
muscle.
better. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get canceled for that.
So
That's fine.
No, but he has a discount code at a very
Yeah.
popular retail athleisure brand. And so he goes up to the counter and he gets a discount only on his stuff.
Yeah.
So he puts in his stuff
Oh.
and they're like, okay, well, you can get the discount on this, but not on this. And he's like, why?
What?
And he's like, because this is for you. And he's like, well, no, it's actually all for me. You know? Isn't
He's
that
to like
What
explain
the
it.
hell?
Like
Yeah,
he's like,
right. He has to
could you
explain that.
imagine? I would break out in a
Right.
sweat.
Yeah.
If someone
I
was like,
would
why are
be-
you buying this men's shirt? I'd be
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah.
I'd be like, I would pull a Karen and be like, let me talk to your manager's manager.
Right. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. But that's real. And that just hit me in
Yeah.
a way. It's like this,
Like-
again, it's a reminder that this is bigger than me. This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody.
So when it comes to Dapper Boi, how does the process work? So do you guys have a designer? Do you work with a designer who comes up with the aesthetic of the clothes, and how do you pick? Okay, this is what we want to showcase. This is the type of clothing, because I looked at it and it's very neutral, not neutral, like gender neutral.
Yeah.
Like anybody could fit it. So how do you pick the garment and go, okay, how are we going to make this fit a man's body and a woman's body and everything in between?
Yeah, it's been an interesting process. Luckily, in the beginning, that's where we were really ramping up development.
Yeah.
And it was honestly, it started with just products that I personally liked. The brand
Yeah.
was built like, and really, that's how it came.
Yeah.
But like, from there, we had worked with the pattern maker within our manufacturing. So they were kind of like an all like full. They did everything. They sourced the products for us, the fabrics, everything. But they helped us build our patterns.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, essential. And then throughout the years here, we just kind of stuck with those staple products.
Yeah.
And then just we tried different fabrics, things like
Right.
that. But now we're at this position where we're going to start developing different body types. The body type you actually described to me with the big butt with the tiny waist is something we're working on, because
Oh, really?
we're right now catered to very like kind of pear-shaped bodies.
Yeah.
And
Bryn's
so-
like, that's me.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
that's the exciting part is like now we know like different body types we need,
Yeah.
because we
Right.
it's a challenge to fit every.
You know what? I
body.
want to find a pair of jeans for somebody who doesn't have a big booty.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sag right there. You know what I mean?
That's me. I have like a long butt.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on confessing this. In the podcast today. But I do. I have like a pear-shaped body and a pear-shaped butt. It's like long. So jeans are so
Yeah.
hard for me because, you know, men's jeans are too big. So there's no butt.
Yep.
And then women's jeans are too like the pockets are like halfway up my butt.
I know,
Halfway
totally.
up.
But we actually fit the no butt folks too.
Yeah.
And it's because of the fabric that we choose.
Yeah.
It really just
Is that what it is? Because
Yep.
it like stretches a little bit more
exactly.
and then
Yep, fits in all the right
so
places.
much work
the
and
fabric
thought.
is essential. It's a key
Yeah.
ingredient.
Yeah.
Key. Yeah.
As far as a couple, though, like, it's so interesting. Vicky and I will go into a conference room. We're like, okay, we like this. We don't like this. What color do you like? No, we don't like this. And it's cool. Like, literally after we drop off our kids from preschool, we turn off, like, Baby Shark or whatever freaking songs.
I love
Literally,
that.
we're like, all right, good. That's over.
Yeah.
We'll put on our music and we're like, all right, what's the plan for today? We're going to do production timeline. We like this. We like this. We got to get spring together.
Yeah.
So we work really well
so
together
cool.
and like flipping between the two.
And I
the
will
two
say,
roles.
Cherise, I'm the overthinker, and Cherise is the doer. She's just
Doer?
like, nope,
Yeah.
we're doing this. Like she
You
makes
need
the
it.
Yeah.
decisions quickly,
Yeah.
and
So
I
funny.
trust her like fashion sense also.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm like, hey babe, like, what do you think about this, this, this? She's just like, boom, nope, this.
So funny.
Like,
She's
that-
the
that's how we
CEO,
work well
but I'm
together.
the
Yeah.
HBIC.
Yeah. You need that.
It's
you
true.
need that.
How
home,
do
too.
you how has it been being a female-owned business, not just female-owned business, but a queer female-owned business that is in a pretty much male-dominated world? You know what I mean? How is it getting started and getting the funds to start the
So
business?
that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
When you guys walk into a pitch meeting, what are the demographics of the
Yeah,
people in the
exactly.
pitch meeting?
You know, luckily, well, I've had a wide range just because, again, like you don't know enough in this space. When you're starting to fundraise, you're just trying to connect
To anyone.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have to admit, like bootstrapping this brand, and this is maybe in my own brain here and why we are here, but I was just thinking, we just need to prove ourselves. Like we bootstrap this brand. We don't need to get investors yet. I need to prove ourselves, get to this number first before, and like make sure that we are the real deal.
Yeah.
But like really where I miss the mark is like connecting with people from the beginning, networking. So it's like, I feel like in the last 2 years when we need to fundraise here, that it's been so essential to connect. And I had kicked myself for not doing it earlier because I felt like I just needed to prove myself to be in the room.
Yeah.
That's not the case, you know, but yeah, as I really just tried to, honestly, it was like searching myself and like finding different events, pitch events, and a lot of them were like women, you know,
That's
expert
rad.
events here. Yeah,
That's
totally.
good.
And they've been essential connections to introduce me to investors. Some not so great,
Yeah.
of course, and
Right.
some very male dominated in the tech space for some reason. I
Yeah.
was like going down that lane for a little bit, even though it didn't apply. But yeah,
I think you got it. Do you guys pitch together?
Who
So,
does most of the talking when you pitch?
Vicky
Yeah.
had to, I mean, you know, as our kids are still little,
Yeah, yeah.
I still have to be HBIC at home. But it's been also interesting because Vicky was doing the majority while I was like raising the kids as they were infants. And then they just started going to preschool, like, what, 2 years now? And so, and Vicky's been pitching the last year or 2 years. And so she's taken the reign on that. And I've had to like jump into her role, like full force. It's been.
yeah, I think where you're
crazy.
she doesn't give herself enough credit ever because when we started this brand and I stopped working like full time
Yeah.
and just going 100%. Well, I had a bunch of part-time gigs to just have some kind of income. We moved to this like 600 square foot PB spot. Like it was terrible. And Charisse was working full time. And like we would do whatever we could on the weekends together, nights, things like that. But she's been the backbone pushing me through all the, you know, mental like whoa of this business, you know, but she's been like the ride or die right here. And then having the kids and then being, you know, I was doing every part of this business here, but once the kids went to school, we were like, we got to bring you on here like full time. And so she quickly again picked up all of my stuff. Like she's writing emails, doing the content, doing
crazy.
everything.
During their naps, I was like,
well,
doing
I'm trying to
social
fundraise.
media. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
amazing.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Oh,
So she's really stepped in and stepped up full time these last 2 years, but she's always been there.
You're
Yeah.
like putting
Yeah.
sweat equity.
Mhm.
Like
Sweat
you're working.
equity.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
sweat
yeah,
equity.
sweat
You're
equity.
working.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
like
like during naps, I mean,
Yeah.
it was incredible what I could get done in 2 hours. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
You're like,
crazy.
you gotta
It was
find every
crazy.
second of the
Yeah.
day.
And we have been through a roller coaster.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't mention is, you know, we actually sold our house recently to be able to invest in our company.
wow.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey.
Yeah.
And you know, we were just doing an exercise, speaking of like in a conference room. And like a year ago, Vicky was like, okay, let's just take this back and do some reverse engineering. And like, where does Dapper Boi want to be in 5 or 10
Yeah.
years? It's like, yeah, great. Let's throw out every single goal.
Yeah.
And then she was like, all right, hold up. Where would where would the world be if Dapper Boi didn't exist in 5 or 10 years? And that was like a punch to the gut. And so when we were
We
talking,
wrote down all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was like, God, this brand is so important. And so, like, when I mean, you guys know how the housing market was. It was like,
Oh,
God,
I'm in
this
the
is
house. That's my
scary.
day job.
It's
So I know
okay.
how it's
Yeah,
been.
yeah.
It's been
And
a
then you have
roller coaster.
kids, and you're like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do?
Oh,
It's like-
especially here in San Diego.
Yes, and
In
it's
San
like-
Diego, it's
It's
Yeah,
crazy. And
everything's
so we
crazy,
were
yeah.
like, you know, we had to, it was like so crazy. Like we had the mom hat on and we had the
Yeah.
entrepreneur hat,
Business
and we were
and-
like, what are we going to do? And then we finally decided to sell our house. And, you know, it just was crazy. We sold our house, thankfully, pretty quick.
Yeah.
And we were able to invest a little bit into our business to keep the doors open. Because, man,
Yeah.
COVID's
COVID's
delays,
rough.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
COVID was rough.
Yeah. And the thing was,
Well,
is
the
like we had
chain, the
bootstrapped.
supply chain. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, killed us. So
Yeah.
how we had bootstrapped this brand for all these years is that we were doing pre-order launches.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd say, "Hey guys, you know, we got these suede bombers in. We're putting them at a discounted price for 3 weeks to create that sense of urgency."
Yeah.
They would get in on the campaign, and then we would place the order with the manufacturer. But imagine a pre-order model where you're already waiting, 12 weeks for a product. Now there's delays, months, and we're continuing the process of launching, but people aren't getting products. So we had to stop launching. And so that leaves us with how do we operate this company without any income coming in now, no sales, no inventory.
Yeah.
And so we were in a bad position. And the craziest part, to go back to your original question with being a woman-owned business, queer-owned business on top of it, is that, again, the results we were been able to produce and not being seen for those results has been insane. And I just need to give you guys a little facts.
Yeah.
So of all venture capital out there, less than 3% go to women, which is crazy.
That is
and then
insane.
of all women-owned businesses that generate, there's only less than 2% that generate over $1 million in annual revenue. And we defy all these odds.
That's amazing.
Every time. We are actually the top 0.5% of Shopify stores out of 2.2 million stores.
Oh my God.
And when I go to these investor meetings and I'm saying these stats, like, it's just like, I feel like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So it's like, I still feel like people as a woman-owned business, you go in and I think, again, it's like seeing me and you just see niche and you're not seeing the big picture.
Exactly.
So it's like, I'm starting to, like, with these stats right now and gaining this new confidence, because I also think I'm a big believer in mindset, that this is a mindset thing just as much as anything else. It's like standing in that power, and owning that in this room. These people don't know more than me and what we've been through in this business and what we're willing to put in as founders. So it's like looking beyond that and, if anything, seeing us as founders and what we've been able to produce.
As founders and the results.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like, think about what an amazing example you are to your twins.
I
To see you two
know.
supporting each other and like, even if things, you get knocked back, to see you guys supporting each other and working so hard at something that you're passionate about. Because I think we saw our parents working at jobs that they hated, telling us that you had to work at a job that you hated, and like to see you really sacrifice and support each other to do something that you're passionate about. That's astronomical in a kid's life to see that.
Thanks
That's
for saying
amazing.
that. Yeah,
I'm gonna
thank you.
cry, man.
Oh, yeah.
I cry
So
every
nice.
episode.
Every episode, there's at least some water.
But you don't see, like, especially with like the example that we've been set as like women and then queer women, like that you get to do what you dream about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
We
and
were
it's a
just
struggle, but
talking
again, we
about
wouldn't
that.
have it any other way. And like we're
Yeah.
learning as we go, and it's these like big
Right.
knockout lessons here,
Right.
but like
Right.
we're
It's
still
the
here.
only way you grow.
Yeah.
You've got to learn from the failure and then apply it and
Right.
Yeah.
keep going.
Yep.
Seriously.
Keep going. That's the key.
Yeah.
There's
keep
no.
going.
We're definitely. The one thing we do have in common though is that we are Plan A all the way people.
Right.
Like because if you focus on all those other letters, like
Yeah.
you're not focusing
I
on
know.
that good.
Right.
So that is one
Right.
thing we have in common.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh wow.
That helps
Also,
us.
you mentioned, is this suede bomber from
I know. It was
the
fantastic.
collection?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love
If you're not
that.
watching, I mean,
Go
we'll
to
put
our-
the link
go
up,
to
but
it.
if you're
Yeah.
watching,
Yeah.
this is really nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
go to our YouTube channel, Who Invited Her. If you're
Take a look.
not watching us
Yeah.
on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe. And you can see
selling too. Yeah.
Vicky's
Yes.
wearing the bomber
Yes.
from
I love
their clothing line.
That's red.
But you guys, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I have some more questions about how you guys balance motherhood and a business, and I want to get your guys' advice for anybody who has an idea and they don't know if they're sure to pull the trigger to make it a reality.
Yeah,
Like,
love
I
it.
want to get your guys' advice on what would you tell people, and then I have a fun game to play with you guys. If you're
Uh-oh.
ready.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know this.
But you guys, we will be right back.
Yay.
If you're watching the show on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give these idiots a like. You can follow the show on Instagram at whoinvitedher_podcast and on Twitter and Facebook at whoinvitedhersd. Visit the show's website at whoinvitedher.net for merchandise and other crap. Now sit back and enjoy the rest of this dumpster fire.
Finally. Hey, everybody. We're back from break. Did you hear that? Special effects?
Yeah.
We have refilled drinks. We're ready to go. I wanted to continue a conversation with you, Vicky, that we were talking about earlier. And now I forgot what it was.
Perfect.
My brain. God damn it. I hate
Too much
getting
wine.
old. I hate getting old. It sucks.
I'm the same. I usually walk in rooms and forget why I'm in there.
I
and
do.
walk
I
out.
do that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I guarantee you two are both.
It's
way
coming
younger
for
than
all
me.
of us. I mean,
It just
yeah.
comes for me harder. Age.
Oh.
It really does.
Yeah. What does Manny say about that? His twin brother.
My twin brother. What do I say about Manny? His face looks like a roadmap. So I know I have been taking my cow self much. He just has a stressful job. That's what I blame it on.
Okay.
But I always say he's my bestest friend in the whole wide world, but my mortal enemy.
Yeah.
I was like, there should have been one. I can't wait till your twins get older. They're gonna drive you crazy.
Man. Yeah.
I just had a friend that described their 9-year-old as their nemesis. And I was like, your 9-year-old
Yeah,
child? And he
yeah.
was like, yep.
Wait, is
Wow.
your
She's my
Flynn
nemesis.
is 8, right?
Flynn is 7.
7. Is she your,
She
no,
is
she's
not
like
my
your
nemesis.
buddy.
She's my best friend and my boss in a lot of ways.
True.
And my
I will-
bully.
I will support that.
So I feel like to be a nemesis, you need to have like an equal and opposite
Yeah.
sort of like. I just love her,
Yeah.
and then she's like my cult leader. I can see what's
Oh, I can see
Cult
that.
leader.
That's good. What would the cult be called?
gosh.
Oh
Lynn.
gosh, that's
it would
the
be called
name of it.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
gosh.
Here we
Oh
go.
gosh.
And then it would just be her making me do things and me being like, oh
Yeah.
gosh,
And her
okay.
filming it and putting it on TikTok.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
That's all it would be. That's all it would
Yep.
be. I'm still trying to remember what I was going to ask Vicky. and I
Anymore.
can't. Oh, what were we talking about in the kitchen? Do you
I know, that's
remember?
what I'm
Do you remember? Okay, so it's not just me. You don't even remember.
No, I know, and I was
Yay.
hoping you weren't just gonna call me out. I was like, please.
Charisse and I were talking about our
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about Charisse and I both discovered this, that we stayed at home with our kids for a little bit and then
Okay. That's
you know,
right.
began working. And what, you know,
How is it going back into the work field?
It's different because, you know, like I was still in it with Vicky
Yeah.
every night. It was like every waking moment we woke up and talked about Dapper Boi or during naps. And it was still very much part of our lives.
It was more like for us, a lot more like teaching how to use Klaviyo email system.
Yeah.
You know, like the
Right.
procedures of
Right.
things.
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah, the technical stuff.
The
And
tech-
so I
the
was able to
tech.
just jump in.
Well,
But-
and taking the team too. I mean, we do have
Yeah.
a small team
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of
just
us, and so
remembered
it's
what I
like
was
her
gonna
being
ask
this leader. I know.
It just came to me. See how it works?
there you go.
You know what I blame it on? All the weed I smoke. That's what it is.
I wasn't going to say
Kids,
anything, but that's exactly what
Don't
it
do
is.
it. Do it.
I
It's
remained
so
silent,
good.
but I knew that's what it was.
No, I was gonna, like you had mentioned earlier about like mindset, right?
Yeah.
And how you go into it, and how the first part of when you were first starting the company, you were really just trying to prove yourself, and then your mindset changed where you were like, I need to make these human connections.
Yep.
Do you feel once that mindset changed, where it's like, oh wait, this isn't about me. This is way bigger than me, and this is about who this clothing line is going to affect. Did you see a change in the business for both of you when that kind of mindset changed?
Totally. Everything changed at that point, and I can't even pinpoint a certain point. It's been more of an evolution of this mindset, actually. So, yeah, I mean, I think a big thing was, and I know Charisse, she got the email in particular. This is a few years back. We got an email from a mom of an 11-year-old daughter who was suicidal.
Oh, wow.
And the mom reached out to us because the daughter saw one of our ads. We're very playful with our content. We do 90s R&B videos, like showcasing products, things like that. And she started smiling. Like, it was so huge for her to be able to relate and, you know, feel like she belongs in society.
Yeah.
And that moment right there, because there's so many ups and downs and roller coasters with this business.
There go
It's
the
like-
waterworks brand.
No, it's okay. I get that. I feel that every
Yeah.
time we talk about it too, because it's just devastating how that can feel.
Yeah.
I can imagine, like, to feel
Yeah.
that, you know. But yeah, to be able to have that kind of effect on somebody's life, like, it doesn't matter, these roller coasters, and that's why we did the exercise about our why. And it's like bigger than me, and it's like why we have to keep pushing through that. We have this kind of effect on people. This is so much bigger than us,
Yeah.
and we have to keep going. And I think that consistency and pushing through, and we're doing this, and we're gonna make it, and that's that mindset shift that is going to make us.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, how even with this show, like when my mindset changed, like, oh, this isn't about us. It's
Yeah.
not about what we're talking. It's how you, the audience, like, what's going to entertain you? What do you guys want to listen to? And I'm very thankful. We have very loyal listeners.
Yes.
So thank you very much for still listening to us for all these years,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But it really is. It's not, sometimes it's just not about you. It's about, okay, how am I affecting other people? And how is that like changing the
Right.
the world in a way?
Right.
Totally.
You know?
I think too, like, and I keep talking about this mainstream thing because I think for me, I'm so sensitive to that because with these investors,
Yeah.
I get the no's I get is because we're too niche. Stay in your community is what I hear.
What?
Yes, I've heard that from some big people as well, and you're just like,
What are their names?
yeah,
Call them out.
Yeah.
can't, yeah. So yeah, no,
We'll save it
exactly, and
for-
it's like,
we'll save
wait,
it for the live. No.
But also, like, that is such a
Yeah.
narrow understanding of like our community
Yeah.
is
right.
the whole community. And if you look at kids now, like they're not looking at that stuff as like, well, this is a girl thing and that's a boy thing, and
Right.
like that old guard is still trying to make that happen. But
Yeah.
if you look at kids now, it's like it's the community as a whole,
Yep.
Right.
and that's so
Right.
it's so
Totally.
short-sighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and we're also not trying to push any kind of political agenda. We leave gender out of everything for a reason, and it's because, like, I'm saying it here, this is like subliminally us pushing to mainstream by showcasing all these different people and having that relation from mainstream people to seeing more people like me and like being friends with people like me. It's
Yeah.
like you start building in this like, wait a minute, like, yeah, I want to be part of this. This is
Yeah.
a mission. This is like a big deal here.
Yeah, and it feels like even lately within just the community or just in general, I know there's been a lot, and we've talked about it on the last episode, just all these bills coming out against the LGBTQ community. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of acceptance still happening from a younger generation.
Yeah.
And in a way, I feel bad for them because they're like going to have to
Fight.
fight
like,
even
clean it up,
harder.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
totally.
But like what I
Totally.
love about your website is that you go on the website and you see all the different spectrum of the different, body types
Yeah.
and the different, how everyone looks different. And you can see that the clothes look good on every different type of body type and every different skin tone and every, so it's like very cool to see something like that where you're not just going on your website and seeing like young tiny model
Yeah.
Right.
shoved in your face
Right.
like that already
I
just when you
know.
land there
Yep,
tells you like, okay, this is a space for anyone who looks like anything.
definitely. For
Or
sure.
who just doesn't. What? I hate tech. Okay, there we go. Wait, no. There we are. Jesus Christ.
So is that conscious
Sing it when
in
I
your like when you're talking about marketing and all of that, like is that an important
Oh,
at the
it's huge.
front of your
Yeah.
mind?
At the front, I'm not, again, I have to keep saying this, we're proud lesbian owners, but I also see other brands that are trying to do the same thing that are just, it's like rainbows, 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 rainbows. And that's not what we're trying to push here. It's
Yeah.
about acceptance in everything that we use. It's everyday clothes. It's for that
Right.
reason. Our ads are lighthearted and fun for a reason because we want people to feel part of us, part of
Yeah.
our community. And the community is everybody. You
Yeah,
know, like,
it's
Right.
just
That's what it
not
is.
the
Right.
Do
queer
you wear
community.
clothes?
Oh, there we go.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is up with the tech today?
The community is everybody.
It's
Yeah.
Claude.
It's Claude. There's a ghost here.
There's a ghost. It's legit haunted here.
Yeah.
He makes appearances once or twice on the show. He'll move stuff. If you hear a door slam, it's probably Claude.
I like haven't
Claude.
like, given him anything nice. Did you get him a Valentine's Day present?
No. I
Okay, well,
forgot
that's on
about
you.
him. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Claude. Stop fucking with my tech. God damn it. He even has his own theme music.
No way.
Yeah, he does. Where is it? Do you hear that? I know.
Sounds like
Ridiculous.
a
God
nice-
sounds happy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he's nice.
Go.
I am convinced Claude is like a gay like was born in the 70s, wears a leisure shoe, and just is like hates everything.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
hates everything, and everything's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah,
You know?
the kind of people that smile at you while like
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
They're like, I really love that shirt. No, you know what
We're
I mean?
like Regina
Yeah.
George.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
skirt's
yeah.
the ugliest
Yeah.
effing
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen.
Okay, so I want to something a little. We'll change gears a little bit.
Yep.
So especially since Charisse is kind of a native of San Diego.
Yeah.
For both of you, I want to know, what is your favorite drinking spot in San Diego, your favorite food spot in San Diego, and your favorite family-friendly spot or event in San Diego?
Okay. That's tough.
Well, we're vegan. Let's
yeah,
put
we're
it out
vegan,
there.
so that kind of narrows a lot of
Yeah.
things here. But
Hey, we have vegan listeners.
yeah. No. I mean, there's so many great spots.
Yeah.
Shoot, what are our go-tos?
What have you guys been to Donna Jean?
Yeah, it's great.
What's
Heck
Donna Jean?
We
yes.
love Donna
You
Jean.
wouldn't know because you're not a
Jean.
part of our community,
That's right.
which is the vegetarians and the
Right.
vegans.
Yeah.
yeah, I
It's
know.
amazing.
Yeah,
Let me
it's a
find
pizza
the-
place.
Let me find the right one for you. Where
Yeah.
where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one's on.
Shut the fuck up, fat man. I'm not even gonna count to one. You will shut the fuck up. or I'll
Is that good, Brynne? God
Shut up.
damn it.
Listen.
So I will say, as in like events, so
Yeah.
2 are coming to mind right now, and it's like we always look because we're like the nerdy vegans that try to find everything
it.
vegan,
Yeah.
and so like there's first night, which is like the
First
first
Friday night.
Friday night of every month. They have like this nighttime vegan festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that, and then
I have to shout out Lady G because
yeah.
it's
Oh,
vegan
yeah.
Filipino
Oh, so
food.
good.
And
Oh really? Oh,
yeah, when I
nice.
first became vegan, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to eat like my mom's food.
That's a big deal,
but
yeah.
oh, this place is heavenly. Like lumpia, they got the lumps.
Yeah.
So they have like, it's cool because they have like the normal stuff and then they have the vegan. So
Yeah.
you can get Filipino food on both
Oh.
sides.
That's
it's so
amazing.
Yeah.
good.
What is it
It's
called again?
Lady G. And
Lady
they're
G's
in
Canteen.
Grossmont or they're at Hillcrest Farmers Market on
oh,
Sundays.
that's another
Oh,
spot.
that's
We
so
love
good.
Hillcrest Farmers Market.
I'm almost there almost every Sunday.
You
Very
gotta
early
go.
though.
We do too. We like to
Yeah.
go like when it
Before
opens.
it gets
Yeah.
crowded.
Yeah. We're the
And
same.
the line for the coffee gets too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the coffee people, all of them are very sweet. I forget the name of the company. I wish I
Is
knew.
it the hot?
The truck.
Oh, the New Zealand guy that
Yeah,
works
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know who you are. Mm.
Do you ever get the little coconut pancakes?
Yes, they're so
Oh,
good.
they're so good.
There's
So
And
a
they
you
have
vendor
the
there.
40.
Vietnamese
Oh, yeah.
coffee
Iced coffee.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
frequent that, and then there's a salsa spot. Shoot, I forget
In
what they're
at
called.
Farmers Market?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're
I
there
like
all the time.
the German lady who does the lemonade.
That hand gesture is wild.
Oh,
if
I
you're
know.
watching
I'm
it.
sorry.
That is not
Sorry,
what that
this
woman
is not for
does.
kids.
Uncomfortable.
No, but she has like okay. Here's the
Churning
no, this
butter?
is even worse.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You know what? Forget it. We're moving on.
This is an audio medium.
When you guys go out for a cocktail, when you have your
Yes.
babysitter, where's your like favorite spots?
Gossip.
Gossip Grill.
Gossip,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
you
We
have
talk
to.
a lot about
Yeah.
gossip.
When
on
we
the show.
first met, we were just like gossipers.
Gossip.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Before kids.
Well,
Before
I-
kids.
Before kids, we were wild.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you don't catch any
I
videos during that time.
I love Gossip Girl. We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
It is the we were talking about this on the break.
Yeah.
It is the only female bar, like queer female bar on the West Coast. The one in LA that
wild.
used to be there closed down
Yeah.
during the pandemic.
Did
So
you
good.
watch that documentary, The Last Lesbian Bar?
No.
Oh, I'll
it's
send it to
so
you.
Yeah,
It's
good.
so
Ew.
good.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
sad
yeah.
because they're just, you know,
There you
we
go.
don't get
so
Bring
many
it down.
good ones.
don't
Bring
get
it
this one.
down,
So
Brynne.
sorry.
Yeah.
guys.
Oh no.
But no, we were talking about documentaries. You two are going to
Yeah.
be featured in a documentary
Yeah.
just coming out.
It's called Show Her the Money.
Yep.
And
love
it's
that.
about equally like female funders and founders alike. And it's kind of crazy because we weren't going to have a role as big as we did in this
Yeah.
film. We connected with one of the directors of the film, and she just loved our story. And that's actually when we were really going through it, when
Yeah.
we were deciding to sell the house and doing all that stuff. So it's really like followed us through that journey
Wow.
as well. So, but it's incredible. Again, the stats I was mentioning
Yeah.
about how much funding goes to women and founders, it's just crazy. So it's just a super empowering film, and that I am just so excited about.
Oh, wow.
And
When
then-
does it come out? Do you know?
I don't. I
Or
know
is
that
it
they're going to be
still in,
pitching to the festivals,
okay,
and
that's
it's going to
what
be
I
for
thought.
2024.
Because when I was looking it up, they're still in the raising funds for it and
Yeah.
doing the festival circuit. So they'll probably try to do is it out
Yeah.
Film Festival
Film
that
Fest,
does happens
yeah.
here in San Diego.
And then the Palm Springs Film
Yeah, the
Fest.
Palm Springs one is big.
Yes.
And then you're also going to be in an Amazon.
Yeah.
What is it? Outrageous.
It's called Outrageous. It's an
Yeah.
Amazon Prime series.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's actually 3 of us founders kind of in this space, Sharpsuiting and Nick Casey Footwear, along with us, just talking about, again, like our journeys. And, you know, it's kind of crazy,
That's
actually.
so
This is a perfect
cool.
thing to yeah, no, I know. But there's other like queer-owned fashion companies, and we're
Yeah.
all in the same space. We are at the Pride festivals and Queer Fashion Week, things like that together. And
Do you guys like hang
even
out
though
and
we
talk to each
compete,
other?
like
Yeah.
even though some of us are like kind of competitors in a
Yeah.
way, we support each other, and that's
Yeah.
what's important. Like
You
it's a movement. It's
Have to.
bigger.
You
Yeah.
have to.
You have
It's like,
to.
what is that?
Because if one
saying?
of us wins, we all win.
All win.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like a rising tide raises all
Yeah.
boats.
Yep.
I mean,
It-
we're so comfortable with each other now. Like I was on a panel this morning, and it's just 3 other of my friends really
Yeah,
like talking
hanging
about.
out.
You were on a panel this morning. And
Yeah.
look at
Yeah.
you.
Doing shit.
Doing shit.
You know what I was doing this morning? Not a goddamn thing. No, I'm kidding.
I was reading a romance novel, a
You
lesbian
were?
romance novel in my car while my daughter did
Oh.
dance.
I've gotten into
She loves
Okay.
the romance.
Oh,
You
I
gotta
like
get into
the
lesbian
bodice,
romance.
Wait,
bodice
is it-
rippers.
Is it like smut romance or is it?
I'm into it. I'll be like cooking dinner and I'm
I
like,
like
wait,
Charisse.
what? And Vicky's like, what are you reading? I'm like, yo, can you get the nuggets out? I have to finish this chapter.
It's like Bridgerton, but with
You're like, it's getting
It's
real
good.
good.
Yes.
I know.
yeah. Did you
It's
like
good.
Portrait of a Girl on Fire?
Wait, what was the one you were reading today? Is that what it's called?
No. It was called Simply Enchanting,
Oh.
and it was
Okay.
about
Oh.
two
Down.
debutantes
Oh.
who are both betrothed. You guys don't need to hear about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, Charisse, what was the last smut novel?
Oh, man.
novel
Okay,
you
so
read?
I got really into this the Twisted series.
I know what you're talking about.
And I was like, when I first read it, I didn't know. I was just like following book talk, and I was like, everyone's talking about Twisted, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those things in a while. Like, oh, this is what the straights are doing.
Yeah.
It is, you know what's
Science,
interesting?
educational reading.
Yeah,
It's-
it is.
So my boss at work, she's really into smut novels too. She talks about it at work all the time. But I think it's hilarious. It's a thing.
is.
But do you know it's like because it hits in a way that's like not degrading, A,
Yeah.
and B, because it's so centralized on sex, they use the biggest words. I have
Yes.
never gotten a thesaurus out more in my life
Yeah.
than when I've read a
So
romance
it
novel.
really is educational.
It is educational. I am
Yeah.
learning
Yeah.
new
I'm
words
learning.
every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vicky's like,
What
is
are
that
those
good? I'm
words?
like, yeah.
Pulsating,
Pulsating,
palpitating, yeah, heaving.
heaving. Welcome to the
Yeah, I
stage. Pulsating, heaving. That's a good drag name. No,
That's a
I'm
good drag
kidding.
name. Oh man.
Oh, you know what? Before we finish this off, I want to play a quick game with you guys.
Okay.
Something
Uh-oh.
we do with all of our guests. Brynne, I don't know if you've been on since we. Yeah, you'd have.
Something to do with all of our guests that Brynne has never experienced.
Wait, is it playing? Yeah, it is. But it's
Uh-oh.
getting to know you. We haven't done this, guys, in a long time. I think we
God.
did it last with
Just LaCroix.
There we go. With Jasmine East Coast, who guess what? She's from the East
Jasleen.
Coast. Jasleen. Sorry, I fucked it up again. See, I told you it's not just
It's
you
not
guys.
personal.
I fuck up everybody's
It is
name.
not personal.
What's our last name
Yeah,
again?
say it. Our last name again.
Pasha.
Anyways,
Pasha.
we're gonna play
Pasha.
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 You were singing it earlier.
I know. Okay, this is a segment I love to do with guests. I have a deck of cards, random question. I'm gonna pull them, and you both have to answer, no matter
Okay.
what it is.
Okay.
Truthful. You know what'd be interesting? I'm curious to see how well you know each other.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We
Then
should have
you-
played. Yeah.
Well, we'll
I
see.
know.
The
We'll
newlywed
see.
game.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
When I pull the question, each of you have to answer what you think the other one would answer.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love this.
All
Let's
right.
see what the first
I
one
love
is.
this.
Competitive.
The spontaneous test of your
Yes.
relationship.
We
Oh
got this,
God,
we
this
got
is
this.
perfect. What would be the absolute worst name you could have given your children?
That's a tough one.
What would have Vicky, what would have been the worst name? How would Charisse have answered this question?
Okay, I think she would say Vicky.
That's horrible. Okay, what
Because she
what-
wanted
The
it to be
worst name
Charisse.
she could have named our potential child would have been Kevin, which was her high
My
school.
first sweetheart.
Wow. That is
Hey,
hilarious.
Kev.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
Was he a nice
Kev.
guy?
He was a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, football player. Very nice. Yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
He's still back in upstate New York. I don't know.
He's
Nice
very
guy.
Kev.
Nice guy.
Hey,
Poor
Kevin.
Kev.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, Kev. All right, ready?
That's a
Next
good
one.
All right.
Let's see what it is. Why does this one always get pulled?
I know.
What it?
Wait, is it
That's
the?
toilet paper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Toilet paper. Over or under? This is a
Oh.
very important question.
This is very
I'm
important.
very hardcore about this. I hope you know.
People have opinions about
I'll
this.
answer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Over.
Always.
Over. It's over.
You have
Always.
mental issues. I shouldn't say that, but you
Yeah,
do.
you shouldn't say
If you are under,
You can.
Yes.
I've never met anyone that's
that's just
under.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's over.
terrible.
Yeah,
It's
and
terrible.
here's
What's wrong with
another
you?
controversial thing.
Ooh, okay.
We have bidets in every single toilet.
I love that.
bidets.
But days.
Yes.
Bidets,
Yeah.
And
bidets.
we
Yeah.
have the
Bidet.
lesbian kind that
Yeah.
like washes the front.
The
and
front,
back.
back, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you
not
need.
lesbians.
That's
but
what you
know, lesbians need it. Gays,
Yeah,
lesbians,
bidets,
whatever.
yeah.
Gays
So you
just
just do what you want.
love, gays just love anything squirting in the ass. Let's be honest, okay?
You know, they say it's a self-cleaning system.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they say. But sometimes you need a little help.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
I mean, especially in the pandemic, you're running out of toilet
Yes.
paper. Like bidets came through.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. I love this one. When you were a kid, like I got out because I refuse.
Oh, no.
I will not get bifocal. When you were a kid, did you have any posters on your wall? If so, what was
Oh.
it?
Yeah, I know this for her.
What did Charisse have on her wall?
Beyonce.
Did you?
Oh, and Lance
And-
Bass.
Lance.
Yeah.
Wait,
Is
last
in your
pass
heart
was on
you-
your Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that
I saw
happen?
that.
Yeah.
It was that what's that?
Cameo.
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 Oh, I
yeah.
love that.
I met him at
But he
DragCon. He's
wrote
very
to us
sweet.
and was like, I
Yeah.
absolutely love this. Like,
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
pretty cool.
God.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like organic. It was gay for pay, but
Gay for
we
pay.
did it. We did it. We did it.
We support each other in
Yeah.
this community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Beyonce and Lance Bass. What did Vicky have on her walls?
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no. Okay. So
No, I
there's
feel that.
transitions here. So
Yeah.
like as a child, I actually had like freaking what?
Nick Lachey.
Yeah, 98 degrees.
98
Oh.
degrees, the
And
Crochet Brothers.
no, who's the kid from Boy Meets World? Ryder Strong.
Ryder Strong was
Right.
my
Yeah.
yeah.
But
She
then
liked
in
the
college,
curls.
I had the big Rolling Stone of Jessica Simpson. I thought she
That
was
was a
so
good one.
hot.
There was a
Jessica
moment.
Simpson. I
God.
would have never have guessed that.
Really?
I don't know
Who would
why.
you have guessed?
I don't know, but not Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah, back then for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. And
For
now
sure.
she's evolved to Asians.
She-
Sure.
We all end
Yeah.
up there.
yeah, we all end up.
We
there.
all end
All right, ready? Well, here we go. If you could have if you could have anything named after you, what would you want it to be?
I know mine.
What
I
is
wasn't
yours?
It's like a Happy Meal.
What would it be called, Brynne?
Oh God, it'd be the Britney B.
Of
You
course
know
it would.
Cardi B.
Of
yeah,
course
yeah.
it would.
Yeah, it'd be
I
the
like
Britney
it.
B,
Yeah.
and then it would just be French fries.
I want a
Just
bidet
whole
named
bag
after me.
That's nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
want a bidet named after
of Tony's hole.
Yes!
Oh.
Tony's clean hole.
Dang, you guys are crafty.
Yes, that's it. I know my next.
Contact us.
Yeah, we're going to do a
Sorry.
crowdfunding for Tony's clean hole. No. Okay,
awesome.
okay. Charisse, what would Vicky pick? What would she want named after herself?
Well, she's kind of. I mean, she got a custom Nikes because
Ooh.
she loves shoes. She
I
has
do love
more
shoes,
shoes than I
yeah.
do, and she just she has custom shoes. So I guess that kind of counts. She's
Yeah,
named after
that
her.
does.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Jordans.
Shoot,
Yeah.
I mean,
What
yours
about
wouldn't
what
be
about
Jordans.
what would Charisse have named
that's
after her?
really tough. I mean, she would probably want like a Louis Vuitton, like
I
her
could
own,
see that.
like
I
a-
could see
like a
that.
Birkin.
This is her,
Like
shining.
a Birkin.
Yeah,
like you have to get on a wait
totally.
list to get
Yeah.
a
I
Charisse.
mean, it's
Yeah.
It's called the Charisse.
Yeah.
Charisse Pasha. Like,
Ooh.
that's kind of
Wait,
Well,
that
see,
is a clothing
That's
line.
like I
That's
know.
amazing.
It's like an
Done.
OnlyFans name, but it's real.
No.
What would your OnlyFans
Oh, what
consist
would it
of?
be?
I mean, clean holes.
By,
You have
by
all those-
Tony's clean hole.
You have all those
bidet.
bidets.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to
I
waste.
mean,
yeah.
It's a culture.
Yeah.
It is.
There's a fetish for everything.
There
There is, I mean.
While reading
Yes.
smut.
Yes! Oh my God! You could sit on a
Like,
bidet
this is
while
brilliant.
you read lesbian romance novels.
Yes.
You guys You don't need crowdfunding anymore.
No,
That's
no.
it. You're
It
done
is
for
just
life.
sitting on a bidet while you read smut novels.
Yeah, and just like
Yes.
the facial expressions.
Oh my
as you
God!
turn the
What?
pages.
You know what? I guarantee there's an OnlyFans.
Guarantee it. I
If not, we're gonna
guarantee
do it.
it.
No.
Yes.
I'll guest spot on there if
Yeah.
you want.
That's incredible.
You could have just people from the community come on and do it. Like it could be like
You
like
can
a talk
interview
show.
different
You
people
can-
reading like
Reading
the smut
different
Yes.
Oh
sections.
my
Exactly.
Great
God,
idea.
that is
Yeah,
a great
it's-
idea.
it's-
Guess what we're going to be
Oh,
doing
dang.
on TikTok? with Charisse?
Instead of comedians in cars
Yeah.
drinking coffee, it's
Yeah.
lesbians on bidets
Thank
reading
you.
smut.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be
I
amazing.
kind of love this.
Right?
Yeah, because I have a phone sex voice. I can do it. I
Yes,
just
you
have
do.
to, like-
You have the
Wait,
vocal
give us
right.
your
Yeah,
best.
oh, she does.
Give us your best
Yeah.
phone sex voice.
It's so good.
Hi, welcome to Who Invited Her.
That was amazing.
Oh
That's
my
our new.
God.
That's our new
You
tagline.
have to do, yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, do it again. We're doing a clean one because I
Yeah,
am
do a
Yeah.
clean one.
this.
Yeah.
Use it. Okay.
Ready, go.
Hi, welcome to Who Invited Her.
That was very good.
I
I got
already
tingles.
have-
Hey,
I know what
I got
kind of-
tingles.
I know what kind of
Good.
music I'm putting in the background for that. Oh my God, this is
Yeah.
gonna be so good.
Yeah, I got like the little
Yeah,
goosebumps.
I know.
Dang, girl.
I am
Oh,
into
okay.
ASMR though.
I need
too.
to read more of those books.
We've been
Shoot.
together 10 years. She's going to be like, babe, can you pull that out tonight?
Yeah.
And you know what? The only thing that's
My
gonna
mouth
get
just
Vicky
dropped.
going is welcome to Who Invited Her. That's the only thing
That's
you're
it.
allowed to say.
Yeah.
Done. We're
I know,
gonna brand. We're gonna
Yeah.
copyright you, and we're like, that's all you're allowed to say
Yeah.
from now on.
Okay,
That's
ready
it.
for your last question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a signature move or quirk that
Oh.
people notice or comment on? What is Charisse's move or weird, strange quirk? Vicky?
Oh, quirk. I mean, she's always like the loud, like with her family stuff. She's like,
Yeah.
"Hello, I'm here."
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's not like a quirk.
No.
You're kind of anal with like cleaning and
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
I'm anal.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like so funny. People walk into our house. They're like, "You have kids?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it has to stay this way. The girls bring out a toy. I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, put it back.
Yeah, I'm a psycho.
Yeah,
But
and you'll
What
you,
would-
you'll
House
know
has
how
to be
she
clean.
feels. Like her expressions are
Oh, you don't hide
very
anything.
intense.
Yeah.
No,
Good.
no.
The eyes.
I'm in
that.
trouble a
I
lot.
a
love
lot.
A
a
lot.
lot. Yeah.
Okay, Charisse, what would Vicky's be? Her move or quirk?
I can say my pet peeve, and it's a quirk. So
Wow.
Go ahead.
we're on 3 basketfuls of laundry. But it's a record already of clothes she hasn't put away. So she shops her laundry baskets instead of putting them
Yeah.
away.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I get really lazy sometimes and I don't want to do laundry, so I'll just go buy new stuff.
That's what I do too.
Wow.
That's what I have
Yes.
4. I've got 4 laundry
Charisse
baskets.
is like, I'm
Yeah.
done. I
I
gotta
own a-
leave.
I mean, it's
Line, that
folded all
makes
nice.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sometimes I'm just like, I'll just go buy it.
Okay.
you know.
See, great crowd to tell that.
We're like
Thank you.
Team Vic. Yeah.
Wait, okay,
On this
Brynne,
one.
since it's the last one, what is my weird move or quirk?
Oh, it's your laugh for
Oh, it
sure.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love
And
it.
you do
Good.
this with your hair a lot.
I do when I wear
Yeah.
my hair down.
Yeah, you
you
do.
know I'm very particular about my hair.
I know you are.
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
very
Feel you.
particular about it.
What's mine?
Oh, when you get excited and you do that weird dance.
I
It's
jump
like
up and
a
down.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm like, what
I
the
know it.
Is it
fuck
like a
are you
leprechaun
doing?
dance?
Yeah,
It's-
kind
yeah,
of.
it kind of
Can you
is.
show
It's really
us,
weird.
or-
Yeah, it's like,
Do it.
well,
Give
okay,
me-
here,
Oh, and your grocery store dance to Unholy.
Okay, so when
So if you guys,
when
she's
someone says something funny or I get really excited, I go,
yes, that's what it is.
Oh!
Okay, now Unholy comes on and you're at the
"My
grocery
voice
store.
comes
Ready?
out of the grocery store. I'm in the cracker
Yeah,
aisle.
yeah.
and I'm
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
All the way
Okay.
down.
Oh,
all the way
oh,
down.
okay.
There you go.
Oh, dang! It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. I think that's great. That's great.
So yeah,
Not
Love it.
weird.
you're right, not weird
Wonderful.
at
No.
all.
Not
just a
weird.
little
It's wonderful.
If
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
There's kids in the aisle, I don't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's
You're
your
thoughtful.
daughter.
The frozen food
That
section.
poor Flynn's like, God damn it,
Mom,
Mom, not
stop."
again. she's like, nothing to see here, you guys. Just move on. Move on. She
I
didn't
just
take
need
her
more
meds today.
goldfish. And I'm like, wait. A 5,
Oh
6,
my-
7, 8.
Oh my god. It's so funny.
Oh my God, it has been a blast having you
So
guys
much
here.
fun.
It really has. Okay, how do people find Dapper Boys? How do they give them all the information?
Yeah. Website is www.dapperboi.com. It's the BOI.
Yes, and you guys
Aye.
go follow him on Instagram. Go give him a check out. Go to our website under we support, and we'll have a link to their stuff on there too.
Yes.
And how do people find you, Brynne?
You can find me on Instagram at @arealbrynmac. Also, I just did D'Angelo's show.
Oh,
I did
yes.
Bald and Bingeable.
You guys, if you missed the episode, he was on two or three episodes. I've done
Yes.
D'Angelo's show. Eric's done it,
fun.
and now Brynne was on it.
Yeah, if you guys are into like reality, he could talk to you about The Bachelor and The Bachelor. Like,
he
Oh
loves
my
it.
D'Angelo's
God, she's like
so
90 Day
into it.
Fiancé
Yeah.
every
Yes.
friend,
Go
every-
check out Bald and Benjible,
Yes.
our friend of the podcast, D'Angelo. He's great. All three of us have been on the show.
We had the best
so
time
fun.
talking about like Vanderpump Rules and stuff.
He's
and
so
then,
cool.
don't forget to get your tickets for
Yes.
She Entertainment.
March
I'm
11th,
gonna,
next
I'm gonna try
weekend.
and get some Dapper Boi pieces, and maybe you'll see me rolling up in some Dapper Boi doing my stand up.
Oh, that would
yeah.
be awesome. Yeah, and don't forget, go to She Entertainment on Instagram. Did you see that brain fart? It went like out there. Sorry. Or our website, ofighter.net. We have a link there. It's next Saturday, March 11th. Get your tickets. I am telling you, these ladies know how to party. It's going to be so much fun.
At AWOL at 8 p.m.
8
and it's
p.m.
my time.
It's my
Oh,
time.
snap.
Brynne is so excited for this. You're like, women.
Go. We should try to go.
Yeah, you
It's
should
fun.
go.
Yeah.
Wait, we
Heck
have
yeah.
tickets.
Yeah, we do. We're supposed to be giving those away.
I know. I
We told you we were gonna give them away.
God, we are, you
all
guys.
right,
We
figure it out.
are. We're giving them away. We are giving them away. Okay. Anyways, you can follow me. It's Tony_Baloney_Macaroni on Instagram. You can follow the show. It's Who Invited Her _podcast on Instagram, or Who Invited Her SD on Twitter and Facebook. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube, and check us out on Out at TV. We're there every Tuesday. I think we're still Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night, yeah.
nights at 7. Yeah. And yeah, that's what am I forgetting? I'm always
So
forgetting.
great. No, that was perfect.
Was it? Oh, I'd even mention Eric wasn't here this week.
Oh, God.
He was
Our co-host
sick,
Eric was
but he's
ill,
feeling
yeah.
better. He'll be here next week, y'all.
Where Eric will be
Yeah, no, he'll be there next week. We're live. We're not even doing it
We're
here.
live. Yeah, we'll be live next week.
Oh God, I'm already
So
getting
fun.
butterflies.
I'm very
very
excited.
gonna
Got
shit my
this.
pants.
You're
I
gonna be
know
fine.
I'm gonna shit my pants. I always shit my pants when
No,
I get
you have
nervous.
clean holes. You're fine.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
why?
it's
Tony's
bidet.
clean holes.
Tony's
Bidet thing.
You're fine.
Look
Perfectly
at
clean.
She's
What's the
full
Instagram? What's the
circle.
Instagram?
Marketing director.
I know,
We got
right
this.
here.
Yeah, we got it.
And we will be launching the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans bidets coming soon.
Oh my God. But you guys, that is it for us. We will see everybody next week. Bye.